What's happening, fandoms? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we react to music videos and shows. Today we're on to Loki season 2. Now, first off, I'm going to be doing this one solo. Bella's going to be out of town for most of the release dates of Loki season 2. There's only 6 of them. So rather than try and fit her in partially, we decided I'd just do it solo. Second, I watched season 1, but it was long before our channel existed, so there are no reactions to season 1. However, since our channel formed, we have done reactions to several Marvel short form shows, Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and we're looking forward to doing Daredevil as well once it comes out. In the meantime, we're really gonna just kind of jump into this season a little bit blind. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know that at the end of last season, everything changed. They went back to a TVA where Kang was present visibly, and it was not being controlled by the 3 Time Master people. I'm not sure what they were called, I don't remember. But everything has changed, and I think all the friends that Loki made along the way are gonna help him do whatever it is he's got to do this season. So let's dive into it. If you'd like to see full-length versions of this episode and all of our other shows, they're available on our Patreon. The link is below.
The first episode of every season is available for free to watch on our Patreon.
Thank you. I don't remember anything. That's right. Because it's a completely different timeline. This is gonna rock. What a cool start. Oh man! Oh no! Oh. What is this room? Like a TVA control room?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Uh-oh. He cracked the statue and now he's cracked that seal. Very symbolic of what he's about to do to this whole organization, I think.
I got him. I got the intruder. I got the intruder.
Whoop! What was that?
Has it always been there?
The crack? It's been there as long as I can remember.
Oh, it's in the past.
He was in the past. Okay.
Where's Mobius? B-15.
What is happening to him?
We don't see you down here too often.
This one here. Is this on the sacred timeline? Because looks fun.
The
Jet skis.
jet skis.
Sea-doos. One of these calling your name, Mobius?
I don't know about calling.
Jesus, he's got to stop doing that.
Mobius. Where is he?
The war room.
Poor Casey. It's happened to him 3 times now. Is Casey important? He keeps jumping right to where Casey is. Where is he now? Man, with him just jamming around all the place. He's not here at the right time. This, yeah, he's here at a different time than they are.
We just need a moment to explain.
Into the microphone, Hunter. We are doing this by the book and on the record.
We just need a moment to explain.
Make it make sense.
He's in the same room. Is he in the past or in the future? The past.
Thank you for being on my team.
That's Kang. Who is he talking to?
For us. For all time.
Always.
Are you seeing this? Robot head on the table? Oh, the sky's falling, Mobius. This changes
Yeah.
everything.
This changes nothing. We won't let the timeline branch. I'm sorry, Hunter. If we don't protect
What's with
it,
this guy?
what on earth are you suggesting?
Protect? Is that what you think we've been doing?
Guilty. And the timekeepers deemed it so.
Ma'am, I know how hard it is to turn your back
everybody's-
on everything you've believed in.
Trying to wake up.
But the TVA has to change. And it has to start now. We can't go back to pruning those branches.
Tell the TVA to stop pruning, effective immediately.
Ooh, there he is. Finally.
Mobius, you know me. Hey, help me. Hey, what just happened? Just a moment ago, you didn't know.
Everyone stand down.
Tell me you recognize me.
Stand
You know
down.
me? That's who built this place. That's who stole your lives.
Oh,
That's
wow.
who's coming back.
Kang.
Easy.
They're starting to believe.
The timekeepers are fake, but their warnings were real. Seems pretty straightforward to me.
What do you want me to do?
We need to know what happened at the end of time. Find Sylvie.
He wasn't. She was convinced he was.
All the different Kang variants.
And she kicked me through a time door.
Well, I'd ask who won, but
It was a draw.
both kicked each other through time doors simultaneously?
No. Preservation of the sacred timeline. It was about preventing more of him. There was no simple choice. There was no other way.
And that's who you showed us in there.
He who remains. This is his kingdom. And he said he keeps it safe, but how can you believe that? He built
Yeah.
this place.
No, how would I not remember that?
Because he wiped your memories. And he obviously did it more than once.
I mean, how does it feel?
It's not that bad.
Really? I mean, it looked
It looks horrendous.
that bad, but we definitely gotta get you some help. They call Miss Minutes. No. What?
You can't trust her.
In order to do that, I need a Loki to remain. So we need to address the fact that you keep disappearing.
Well, I don't keep disappearing. We don't have time.
Oh no.
You
Jeez.
just disappeared.
I know.
And I can't keep looking at it because it's horrible.
What? I thought you said it didn't look that bad.
I was lying. Sorry, it's a little off the beaten path. I have no memory of having my memory wiped.
Of course you don't.
Yeah, it's just right up here.
The deepest, darkest recesses of the TVA, where we will find.
It's been a while since I've been down here.
I'm Ouroboros. Nice to meet you, Loki.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
He calls me OB.
Yeah, I call him OB. That's like a nickname I have. Yeah.
Wow.
He doesn't remember
Oh, hasn't
being
he?
here.
How long has it been?
Believe it or not, he was my last visitor.
400 years ago?
400 years.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, how are the other guys doing?
What other guys?
What other guys?
It's just OB.
It's just OB.
OB. You know about the timekeepers and...
Jesus, that's horrifying.
Wow. Time slipping.
Wait, you know that?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Can you fix that?
No. It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
I've been time slipping in the TVA.
It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
But you just saw it happen.
Yeah. I'm having trouble reconciling that. I know it looked like your friend was time slipping, but it must have been something else because I've never seen anything close to that happen before.
Except this one time. Yeah.
There was one time.
In the future.
I think I will remember that.
Yes, but it hasn't happened to you yet. Do you see?
Good point. It sure would be more convenient if we were having this conversation in the future and this were the past.
We were. This is the... Never mind.
One temporal aura extractor.
Great. Can you hold on to that until my friend Mobius drops by?
No. Wait. Yes?
I love this.
I actually do have an extractor here. One temporal aura extractor.
And did you happen to discuss how to use such a thing with my friend?
All at once.
That means prune yourself.
What?
Well, when something is pruned, it's released from time. So the hope is that after you prune yourself, the extractor will pull you into the present.
The hope.
Of course. Yeah. And then if it doesn't do that?
Well, have you heard about how if you fall into a black hole, you turn into spaghetti?
No.
Good. The less you know about that, the better.
And he's gone.
Yeah, what's the quality of life with no skin?
There has to be another way.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's...
Huh. I've been doing that all day.
No, it's not the lamp. We're having power surges all through the TVA.
Are we?
Did you say? Verification and maintenance routine in each sector, on each device, and inside every computer program of the TVA.
Oh, hold on to that.
I wrote it myself.
He wrote it himself.
Came off right here. Is that important?
I think OB is more important than he seems. Likelihood of spaghettification. What is behind this door? Oh.
I've never seen it like this.
It looks like a disaster.
It is a disaster.
That is cool looking. Look at that thing.
Don't get down here too much, I guess.
I never had to.
What do we do? How do we stop it? Meltdown.
That book, it's gonna tell us everything we need to know about Miss Minutes.
Countless people. We can't do that.
I'll need to close the blast doors to protect the TVA, while I figure out how to retrofit it to handle all those branches. Green means prune. If you're too late, you will be lost to time forever.
So glad we got
all of the
this.
skin. Okay, you've got about an hour.
Oh.
You've got about 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna get everything ready.
Oh man.
Dox and her crew are raiding the armory.
Okay, he's in the future. Because he just wrote that.
It's the future.
Ready to see some hoofing like you've never seen before.
Okay.
I don't know what Oh my god, this is hilarious. His suit is like disintegrating in front of our very eyes. He's only 2 steps out there. Oh my god. It's chaos. Who's the phone call from?
30 seconds.
Who's this? Who's calling someone? That's so freaking weird. Is it a call from OB? Is it from He Who Remains? Oh, there it is.
No.
Hoof.
No.
Start hoofing.
Obvious. He's not going to make it.
What is this phone call? Come on.
There you are.
What? Who's holding that? You gotta be kidding me.
We need to find Sylvie.
Did Sylvie prune him? Sylvie's in the TVA. Oh man. So that's how they're gonna do it, huh? Love this music though. And with the Marvel stuff, I always have to check for a post-credit scene. Here we go. All right. Where are we gonna be in this scene? Sylvie in Oklahoma, 1982.
I want to try everything.
Okay.
Very interesting. Okay. I know that in a bit of trailer footage, we saw Sophie with a McDonald's uniform. So maybe she found this little town in Oklahoma, and this is where she's hiding out from the TVA. Which makes me kind of think that perhaps that location, that time branch, is where all of those TVA are going at the end of the episode. Wow. I love that character, OB. There's something about him that tells me that he is way more important and critical. I mean, he literally said, this book contains all the details about every machine, every computer program, every maintenance routine, everything in the TVA. And I wrote it myself. So that means that he knows absolutely everything about how the TVA was set up and created, basically. I wonder if inside that book is information about Miss Minutes, because as far as we know, she's a computer program somehow, a sentient one, maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah, very cool to get introduced to I forget how to pronounce his name. Hequan, I don't know. The kid from Indiana Jones. Short Round. He's finally back acting again, and he's in the Marvel Universe in the Loki show. Just love it that he's big like that. I'm very excited very excited to see where this goes from here. It was so everywhere that I'm having trouble even formulating my thoughts. At one point, when the episode first started, he time slipped like 3 times in a row, I think, in front of that Colin guy who doesn't seem to be very important in general. But it made me think maybe he was important. We'll have to keep our eyes on that, see if there's something about him. But most of the rest of the time slipping did not involve Colin. I think maybe Colin just was in the right place at the right time. It seems like now we have in the TVA 2 factions. A faction that is waking up and believes and knows that they are variants and are trying to stop pruning. And then a faction led by Docs that accepted a tiny bit of that information, but then just continues to march forward like conspiracy theorists often do. Even having all of the information revealed to them, they still believe what they believe, and want to march forward. The fact that this information is different than what we thought it would be is proof that we were right. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. I feel like the time slipping thing, if the information we got from OB was accurate, and this thing that they did with the time loom solves the time slipping, it seems like the time slipping piece of this is over, and we shouldn't have Loki time slipping now for the rest of this show, the rest of this season. It's interesting. I think the time slipping was a very convenient way to show and experience the fact that the TVA does not live outside of time, and time does progress within the TVA, because that was one thing that they were postulating in season 1, is that the TVA exists outside of time, but time does pass, and he was moving around within the past, present, and future of the TVA, and it was able, because of that, we were able to get information about what they're fighting. And so it was a good storytelling mechanism to allow Loki to see some things to make him understand what was happening. And now we've solved it, and we should go back to what we knew as the rules of TVA time travel and branching timelines and so on. Yeah, very bizarre though. We did not see Miss Minutes at all in this episode. And in fact, the first time that Mobius tried, it didn't work. And the second time, Loki warned him that he shouldn't do that because seemingly Miss Minutes is in league with He Who Remains. And then but ultimately, like, this whole thing, we're not even sure necessarily what path they should go down, because they're very concerned about being controlled by the one Kang, but according to Kang, that's He Who Remains, his actions are protecting this timeline from the multitude of his other variants, and protecting from basically infinite numbers of Kangs having an impact on the world that we live in. So I don't know, is one Kang controlling the entire timeline any better or any worse than many Kangs conquering the timeline? Or I don't know. And I imagine that we're gonna try and get to that answer during the season, but it's certainly an interesting choice to have to make. And that was the crux of the ending of season 1, because Sylvie wanted to kill Kang, and Loki was believing him that he was protecting the timeline from all these other Kangs. So turns our Sylvie and Loki relationship into an antagonistic one. And I don't know exactly what happened when Loki was pruned. It did not show us. It showed us a phone ringing. Imagine we'll come back to that phone ringing. An elevator cracking open from the inside and Sylvie climbing out. But then we got a very tight, close shot of Loki getting pruned. And I don't think that it was Sylvie that did it, although we're meant to believe that, because they didn't show us anyone and she was the only one there. We're meant to believe that it was her that did it, I think. But I'm not convinced that that's the case. I don't know for sure. That remains to be seen. Now, regardless of what happened and who pruned him, it was something that needed to happen for them to be successful with their time loom and time extractor subplot. So whether or not they thought they were helping or hurting him, also don't know. Could it have been himself time traveling to cause it to happen at the right time? Don't know. All bets are off with this show, with time travel and paradoxes seemingly on hold. Yeah, very cool though. I enjoyed the action, the little bit of comic relief at the first part with him time slipping and the truck accident and stuff. That was kind of fun. And I'm really looking forward to the remaining episodes of the season. If they're anywhere near as good as that one, it'll be very good. Also, to believe that I understand that this is the first Marvel show that they ever were able to put in the can without doing any reshoots of any kind. So the actors got it all right the first time, is my understanding. And that's just crazy. We've got high quality actors, but there's a lot of complex scenes, and it's interesting that could be the case. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. There's so much jumbling around in my head about this episode, but I can't put it out of my mouth coherently at the moment. Time loom vision imagery is so beautiful, and I'm not quite sure what we're meant to think that is happening. It's taking bunches of strands of time and weaving them into a single timeline. Like time doesn't exist unless this machine is manufacturing timeline material. I don't know. Seems odd. Huh. All right. We'll let it go there. Thank you so much for support and the likes and the subscribing and all those things. They really help the channel, help us grow. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video.